blacklisting because now emre bia tai enya nkwanhia enye bia ne quality ana bibi eno de yentimi nka ho asem because enye technical people but ehun komo kakra ewo ho eno no say yes asem bi ne di akire say tete na ye beka say obi ade we sasaboni bi di akire nti enye ho bibi edne minim time kro unya information no and how you felt about unya information say na si na nipa say na womu na say eno mu wu akwakwaye
ye becha etifo na yama yenyina ho shedding because your mind ene yahwe omo yadwuma ama my ministers and leadership of government institutions and asrafo omo kan ho sebi etu anyonko ho a na wo se etu eduam ase yi kwan no na amfa wo feature ankofa wo plot ho kakra na gina ho se kwan de etene na senia wo hwe Ghana your culture any the way your community no etie na ba emrese ya your differences bibia echiche yimu anase etete enipa ntem no ye totwene ema yani eba ye ho so sebi ye yabusua ana ye fumu ma baako enti we dey your mind no ena ahwere enipa yenye no MPP yenye no NDC yenye no Ofriha yenye no ahana ote nyina na ebebom na yanom ensusa as Omane enti yamaye nyina yako na yamaye nyina shedding na brofos mo say we can't cry more than the bereaved say sebi yebe su yebe twa ajajo na so eye ebi mu yamo echen ebi mu na ye kanisa na ye kan the extended family immediate family any anamfofo omo close and closer to yenuanom na ye mpanyifo ya sebi omato adananom wo ensedo no enti na honorable Omane Boamah doctor ne hokafo ebi a wo free asem ne ba ya na sebi manikoto ni fia ewo obome okay ye nyina ye kwawfo yi na ye koyenchi ewo kwawu a ye wo ne upi krotia wo obome na sebi obehu Dr. Omane Boamah efie and they're receiving a street in Obome a ye friend no Omane Boamah street so okay. I kept asking myself say ye the road no eto Dr. Omane Boamah na say a coincidence na e kire say at the end of the day no say ye nyina de ye ni ehwe ye nchi no ye kwawu ana ye kopie sanso na ye nua ba kwa obo ni din say
Ampadu
eduamwa
flying officer
very good Ampadu de na wote din bia utimi hu omunchi na ye ba Omane as a country a Honorable Murtala Mohamed despite political differences no Ghana ni enti obi bia sebi oka hu bia no obi a oben yen na wose ye de ye ho ehye in the shoes of the immediate family na yetumi back together to mourn them. The squadron leader Anala meti dina na Mr. Radio obi free Upper East because many opportunity to call Upper East because spend about 2 weeks.
Okay.
Now o share most of your northern brothers and sisters now. Omo we dey start AAAA no. About 95% from Upper East.
Oh, okay.
So with that experience that I gathered in Upper East, so within now if we northern part of the country now within A and the first question I'm saying is I don't free Upper East now.
Oh, okay.
And in most cases over here no correct. So we shall free Upper East and I've been to Upper East and I love the region. Nti or me huni se me nua prekope. Nti ebe ma ye ho ya akona ya ma abusua shedding. Na eba amanyo sem so a sebi ye nuanom anom kita positions anom kan ho no efi amanyoko National Democratic Congress we as MPP there drew emresen anya afi na ebe score political points say empo ebibi esida na ebimo ankasa yi na ekoye a certain political narrative yen in MPP there yen fa boni incha bonika na yen koka nsembia sebi ye pe political gains intino na ye ka nsembi enti quickly yen party a release communicate the party no anumasem etudwa ehye Omane den ehye president den ehye government ne den ehye NDC den ehye immediate family no den nti yenyina we subscribe to what the party through the general secretary or the headquarters directorate no the ebetudwa na bra news ni break here no na here we meeting bi na yet hold on na yenua baako I think say Obama pokwase yenim no social media and Obama ma hint say this is what he's hearing. So quickly, because there were a lot of platforms, we started going on platforms. Calls started going out. We went on social media, and the names that were coming up, frankly speaking, up to now, I don't believe some of the personalities involved. For someone like Dr. Omane Boamah, I don't know if it's because of the link medically as a medical doctor. Now, so I believe I'm in the same profession in here. I still don't want to believe someone like Dr. Omane Boamah is gone. And Oshe in the political scene, medical doctors are almost now naturally politics is not for medical doctors. Pay your training and how politics is not. Sometimes even if you are doing it, and Kofobi say, really? So people take a step back to ask you, say, link in there what medicine politics no more then. So in omo political space actively omo medical doctors no isa na yesa na yenya atitru sebi omo start the politics na wo hwe bibi omo kodru na omo te medical profession no anim wo hwe Dr. Matipoku Prempe na wo hwe Dr. Omane Boamah on the side of the NDC na wo hwe Dr. Zenato Dr. Adukufuomu. And those in the medical field, no, iswa, but Nyankopandum, ubia u free medical field or be enter into politics. Nyankopandum, utimidi and munyamshe ebi eba medical field. So to have limited number of medical doctors in the political field, na sebi a rising star like Dr. Omane Boamah, wabeye former minister under President Mahama, the first administration. Now currently was a Minister of Defense. So Mampani any GDA it will be very difficult. So the defense ministry.
It will not even happen. It
will not happen. President Kufuor sebi ninuya chocho doctor medical doctor and Mampani Kufuor edene defense minister. Say okoda no nim say minuya and he in charge of the armed forces. Sebi obeda. So for President Mahama to appoint Dr. Omane Boamah, I say we be see na Nyankopon ne be frame and na me time ne be so na me free akonya so na your history is to guide us there. Then I will need someone like Obia, we will GD 100 plus 1%. So we take position as defense minister. Now Dr. Omane Boamah, na omampani share nsa. Na wo hwe dwuma so a wedi within his party. Honorable Murtala Mohamed and the others. Now he drew
even election 2024
as director of elections.
The master brain behind NDC's coalition na Modiabo Mutri so as election monye coalition and tactical approach via or the Eurasa abato wemu do baby activate all body cameras no money just say oye adwuma ankasa
oye adwuma
enya fe no be adwuma me kai se President Mahama ne bredi kan I think Prof Mills time no onya deputy minister and President Mahama time no obeye information ministry ni communication ministry na bom that was the first time o cancer ministry ni me no bom na odini tria no as a minister
at a very young age and so and see a trade GDR na president and during his first time and now his second time.
And most of the young guys are NDC moved from Eastern Regional, looking up to him.
Yes.
Eastern Regional Chairman, Mark Oliver Kevo, ne other guys. Just say, and come on, Moody, Ediafa, Nehono, and Yasanketo. And the only son, and I said the only child of Nema.
Eyareho, Wasum, ne party. And now they will have opportunity to serve even as a medical person before entering the political arena. na wasom ne man any opportunity so awonyae
and the party co-position he was still practicing.
Yes, now in Bibia consulting room consulting, so he didn't even relent on his medical profession and can say my pager I could do baby na me party ni ho maintain koda or koso aye adwuma consulting and me sure say he was there because of ebia ni obenya. It was because of the love for the medical profession. Say at least because school when I'm because I internet you need abamu na menya then I'll go and serve. But yeah can you na ya na akesefo saying was such situation mo ya na we tend to forget sebi omo share omaseno in such tragedy. Intina ya srafo omo ka ho so no ye ka na omo so ye ka omo yie enka ho. And I like what Ghanaian Times has done today. I say Osho mo front page. Yes, ye bo Dr. Edin, ye bo Honorable Murtala Mohamed Edin, ye bo the Dr. Vice Chair of the NDC Edin, but they put in quote and unquote, the lesser faces within the tragedy at their front page photos. And I
think Enra Omane Boamah a special mention for Sanipano.
Yes, yes. And I like what Ghanaian Times has also done, dedicating the front page to them. And see, it on and on and on and on and on. It's very tragic, it's very difficult, a very sorrowful moment for Ghana as a country. And this is not a history that we would want. This is not an event. At least I come on the crowd they be mrana yen fan yen bro ye ho MPP ni NDC yen fan bro ye ho yen say you are ye Ghana for ye baako ye besre. But this history or this mark Ato Omane is indelible and it will forever remain in the history of this country. A history that should be kaya we will not remember with fond memories, and it will forever be a scar on our minds, our political and our governance history as a country. Sorry, sir, may need too much English, but it fits into the moment that it's as NDC former national organizer and as a member of parliament representing the people on the ticket of NDC. Now, so I see now.
All right. Miyanka will say ne sika draw ebebaso. Sika a drone ebebaso. *281#. The baby will be select option 4. Na the one kasankasa opese utwana na wetwa draw no bebaso ne ebia na enam sa kwenye so onye bibi dia to *281#. Select option 4 sika enche. They will be ticket be 5 citizens as much as many as you can. And on the mama a brighten chances say ubetimi edisika na no pay. Honorable Fred Agbenyo yemrashibia ni de moment for one about 1 person so. You know ediduma ofie mu achere ye papa ne nyankopon apagya no akoma emrashibia fie na opie ye no hwe nanimu a obi nka nkyerɛw se wa hyedam esu. Fred, good morning.
Yeah, bokode.
Na mi Adom. Ye ho de nkeye. Na emframa ya bono. Se nye emframa papa nti. Ye be kanasa. Minim baby a Wednesday no na wo. Anyhow, oti news no.
Well, minche na minia. Na hwefo nyina so. Na emi ya Kristo ni. Na si Wednesday so mamanya jide kese pa wo Bible mu nyame. Nyame de bia hinta yampa. Na as I say it is with ye. Ye na ya ho. Ye ba be fama ko keke. Na nyame da hinta ye ni se da obeko. Ene emre na se kwa be fa so de beko no.
Obi ani. Enka na edwen se nyina obenya ye akokora ana abrewa ya rebi na bebo da tompam ebe ma we duro san be dun bebezu be ka so do na mentimi mfa bio na obeda ne akokora echi ene de ntisa branch ya original nine so sabi the prime of your career and your life on the 50 years cry
o yere won bank to akra ofie na wasara no pa se mere me kwabo se mira na me ka ona ko brantem na andu 3 hours andu emre bia na beto ja se ere na koso yi yesi ya yira o yesi ehun yo kisa agra na papa aya se fem na it has humbled me a lot more. Metia sebi me papa uda. Me awo me ewu. The background ma wono kre uda. And I know how painful death can be. What I say a two bi anato. The only on net wa modi nkomo. Ade chia na sebi cause to be another hospital there. Say ndie yes oyare. Na we die me kwa akosomo man Ghana me koye Ghana adwuma o na se me ko jime ni obebi na me ko bebia na se na to no na question no so ne se me a me ni uti ya me ha ta so de enyi za no question bia ye jimi ka hwe ko Bible say ni nyina me fa se na fa mewrade ko no kwa na enim ya ni parasande ye ni be ni pay die. But the good news again from the Christian perspective yen no mama di kan mo kofie den nyina ebeto am akwentu nyina ebeto bi nti eden be na betumi aka yakwa na ebema especially na ere member ma ya ofu asebi omoho wa de ba kope ma mia de wanya o ya babura kakra no so ana ekra
wo baba kope o na nyankopon adom watimi nyina kosuku be doctor ni se nyama na sempu no ya doctor ni
a
enunyam sekese pempenso abedru hwo man nyina ho bambo nsem so
na anka wo na obewu a ma be fitting barrier
odne dom baba besi o
se idea wo na betena nchen so by end of fem as fem na it's an uncle ya omo party for ya I have direct and personal relationship with. Okay, ura Sapon. Nanka no ye Ashanti regional minister. At a point the Bolokopia Central region.
That's an go back.
That's an go back to Ashanti. Our party national vice chairman. Me came me constituency somewhere last year. Na lolubi for the festival. And to almost had from and business and combra. And na ko sheboto beba. But last minute and Dr. Kalis is friend me so bibi aboma benint me mbentino. Osuma Dr. Sapona on representing no. And Dr. Sapon by me na kololobi kama edin komo bebre you know penivon say akwa etui Paul say ye de bia hia adekanfobia omentofo omansuahu nyamoma bida now so at me abo abrabo de betu kwai. And it's one of that persons you can rely on, you know, to share his experience and expertise with you. Now, maybe I can born in Bradley.
Oh,
Sebi, so be film cry. I can call it na ebefa. You know, I don't count down them. Na Sebi, a senior me to Zanfrel cry. Na yatimi ade dawa ye kama. I'm be feeling very as a fata. I miss me no one. I'm a question rade. You are Dr. Omane Boamah. The sometimes I say, I been Ben Power and I'm to the Trinity. You know, there's people who are just naturally gifted. You know, you school. Now, so share. Na your expertise within your field of studies. What na make an answer. Now, so a bit so we are very versatile. Say, baby, I don't make too so many when you might be ano. Only to me, you mana as we kama. I'm for a far back in the days of Professor Mosina. Now Dr. Omane Boamah, Deputy Director of Elections. So, and then no you. So yeah, party who Tanya Manyama. And I remember at a point when I was at Legon, now I'm a NDC team president. Now many could get a block when you come off following no but me organize the party program there. John Pomuna, you know, they always will come. They are caught in Kolibu, they are caught in Accra Poly. Karatana became Greater Accra president as well. And so these are people we have worked, and I mean, you know, Omane is very result oriented, a perfectionist by excellence, or perseverance, the results in the area. There are no ifs and buts. You know, we share about to call 2024. People have no idea what happened in that elections, but at every stage, we are ahead of everything, and the brain behind the mastermind, you know, play a very pivotal role. Of course, and you're not going to age man, better than the Bakufone Beda. You know, you win elections under Professor Mills. Dr. Omane Boamah became first minister of. He was at communication at a point in time. He was at youth and sports at a point in time. Yeah, I think it was science and environment too. You know, he has held several portfolios in government. You better lose election. Ceremony can one thing that go to your party Juma. They say we're going to consult to take care of ordinary Ghanaians. Yeah, by Minister of Defense. And anytime you interact and engage him, how passionate he is, you know, about the military setup. So you want to Juma, as you can see your pa. Now quite embarrassed now share almost cinema. As a Muras na bafen bebre. One of the complaints are now can once bebre and even almost video modi ejume can play near the way I don't know dada and your papa and say yentu na mobi found. Now we carrying in our economy democracy a very expensive system of governance. You can't play the ostrich. You can't be populist about it. It's expensive, it is difficult, but you just have to do the right things. Menka Evan Kai amount for you. Okay, a few years ago, now you say we have about 4 or 5 neurologists. I'm more Kolebu, and almost to quite Jamaica, Brown half region, then in Sonyane. We banded all of them in one V8, and I'm a boy. Yeah, I'm by and Sebi.
I think it's unconscious. You are just one baby, eh?
Yeah, thereabouts. I'm not too sure. I show me one day in one accident, and I'm a boy. Oh, in one single accident, you show me. I'm referring to. And to me, Namika and say, we can say all the things we want to say. Oh, yes, this car, say. See, the cost of an election, we should even one MP, the cost to the states, the cost to individuals, and the county nano, and the V8 cow. That's what I'm saying. We should Mampenia, the cost to the entire nation, and yet 10 hospital cow to replace the person. You know, it has huge impact on the economy and everything else. Because virtually everything comes to a standstill. And see, even as we move forward now, we need to be very careful. Murtala, again, far back at Lagos, student politics here in Namusa. When we got him, Mikai under Professor Mills, he won election. He was taken to youth. By the time I was doing one of those youth NYEP. He became a deputy director under them. I think I have close to about 5 masters with a PhD. You know, American political history of this country. Find Diablo. You'll be able to do parliament. I can't Mpensenpensenmu there. He knows how to jab a lot. And then I know Fred Nebe rise, and I'm meeting a teacher and I didn't come. And then we say, Fred, Chalwa bro. Many are just where we need election parliament. I said, me election, I'm winning. You know, tonight we're having a conversation. So, the prophecy, according to the prophecy, 1999. Yes, you know, a bit me. When you know, my man, Bible can you? There's only a fool that puts his trust in a man. Okay, be a plans now, okay, in your mind, stay a year, the GBM Dako, that's a Bakoto and a movie. Sorry, one day, all is dashed. Now, can you imagine the number of people who are banking their hopes, their entire livelihood, they are survivors, human beings, is dependent on these individuals. Apart from their omoyi no mumbano, adafofo ne nuanom na omowi ase nyina is dependent on these persons. Now one day obesoya is independent ni ho. Now the former minister of Agric, or not now I former Northern Regional Minister da. I'm told say even in recent time Mampenu say Oyeku Juma Bibrinti is part of one of the personal or training Juma Neka Onyana. Just about 2 weeks ago, we had been appointed as a deputy national security coordinator. Shenesi. Meanwhile, so I know a former parliamentary candidate and or say can I call Nadmo Obuasi say or no so in Konokoboa.
Samuel Abuaji.
No, say no pano. Na MPs caucus platform. I'm oh na Ejumake a course of Obuasi na MPs to do na Kwana. It's not chief with crab because okay, go over the Munkono. Na Omunchocho Mudi. Definitely, it's a very cost that idea. I didn't think from Mamma met me, I quite me drew on time. You see, I don't know what the Lord has saved this nation from. Even though say 8 people has paid a price, they've sacrificed it all. But I don't know the gravity of what would have happened.
Because Omo feels say it could have been worse, you know.
Because they were supposed to be part of the trip. Originally, the names that
came,
the personalities,
the president himself
would have been there.
The national chairman,
a lot of people na mekano. You would have to say Muntaka,
interior minister.
No, put the understand they can on is part of the delegation. Komoko. Honorable Kofiama board and cannot do any kind of I could draw on some other executive. And but for the finance minister, can say, oh, you are not meeting, you know, I would have sign up. Nama Unia Murtala Mohamed. You know, Obian Kwang, but and so now, okay, one. Me from where I sit, I don't take anything for granted. I don't see life as coincidence, right? From my faith and my belief, everything that the BSC was supposed to be, it takes its root from the realms of the spirit. What you say? Nipa de ojimi bo hon ban ahia how much can you do me amena bet me boy hon ban. We will continue to pray for the souls of the departed and encourage the living, because the sad news is that we etini ubetimi asu ubetimi adi ajojo betimi ana opebia. There's no way that can bring those lives back. Enti na enya say ye be shede na yanko fe no musu na yarebi and that's a more and right as a around a year baby
no call a
flaster house anymore echo leaf flowers, you know, and Omane Boamah menjina so obema pa
Adom
na we be a name Omane Boamah close na with Mourning Omane Boamah, like it's one of the persons you listen to on any day, on any issue. You know, Murtala and everybody else. Gallant soldier for a come once me. Very young people, relatively. You know, one of them I'm told say, Owaye Kra Enche. You know, Ana Obesha Oba, Amana Kusku, Ewie, Akojene, you know, Air Force.
Sergeant Mensa Adom, technician. Yeah.
Now we're coming out as a pilot with Niaji Busafoni Niaji say, or mobile Satimi do some Mpensenpensenmu. To be a Jumana also the Abu Busangakra, Abu Asumomaya Boahom. Na Yakwaba. Na Tunisia. As a family, Abbey, Sabi, bet me to be a. Bet me to be a. And yeah, I won't fair and answer, or name dear Nanyans and be or anybody I talk will become a victim of this. And see, Yabi Bree. The good news, they say the black boss. I'm a full bit and a black boss was in there, black boss in there. I said, plain the way it's here, no. There's always that anticipation, say, and I'm from Mamma, be a bit me see. Now, plain nam from Mamma Qua, our communication system with the people on the ground. And the Oko in our pilot in the Krofokasa, or ye two, nam from height we na nam whether need to say na a firm for so man information, so there's that communication up until say about transiting to the next baby okakosi. So there's and they move on a compass on a radar and to be able to say oh a car we no so so there's total throughout communication and to do say play fear of the radar more firm no na communication so akati timi ending komobio and to match that IFD be there to planning IFN the black box now black box na gasa how share no physically black of it and the color na a very bright color as a orange color na bisa say be ya omo be say je tone be bia obetimi ho ntem and so such a way say a giant mention no entimi mpai ensai sa FD a recordings be communication be a cause be in fact for the past almost like 2 years Nesi was our playing money now it's me recorded few hours step now playing 2 years on the communication okay May 9th a day by or is it May 9th oh no America for September 9/11 by no you are even through that boss say be a su amanfo su nyame amanfo esu frɛ no kaso mo kanya na no say fidate me record it the pilot is able to give a vivid account we na CEO ebia engine afeli fango na asa obi na tuo all this thing will be captured on say fidie nim and as the BBC say the first thing that they look out for is a black bossy and no na ebe kokofa na yakobie na ya tini e ko support yo na aboa in for future na kan wonyina. The good news is that we are told as of now
it's been found.
It's been found. Yes, anka enunti enche like Robin kan no anwumre no ye be hu ni esi pote masa date me baye.
All right,
amafo ebisa me no si no enti anka your parachute bi oma ebia parachute je bi to say I driving describe it into
parachute
if I say umbrella it's actually a movie na plane the corner do baby na oma fa share opia we
I don't know, it depends
because often time
we per the okay baby are not playing them eyewitness no
the hype
baby are omo the omo hunu a layman's point and or the free bar baby or ade ne nam no say visibility no enye that clear manua or no decide say oba from kakra no no say people pa wapa so was outside ho edua nuane ade sisi so ti ekobom a bia on aware say we are aware say ade no develop fault bia mo ba kolande o baby a enye papa that one hono na parachute asem ne bam but whereas ade na kopim baby on aware there bed but muni nyina no be meye hu besali adia epie but me sa ba so doctor ni ahwe ene enhwemu a yenya ne ntiese de remains no kakra no mo pekeye no eko South Africa no mo akọhwe se ombetimi aye DNA or whatever na waboa ye kakra with field no na ye disanko no but before then ma ye nko na yenhwe se betimi aye ye draw no sika na *281# now selected option 4 na de beboa mo atimi adi sika wo sika no so nti sabre draw no na ahye ase no nti yenhwe 3 2 1 sabre nipa wo o number beto so no na yese wo na wadi no nti 0539128 mpacho check 0539128 3 numbers na ka no wa we need you nim check obonse sika no aba o phone so na aja wa ma yehunu sampa onsa etimi aka tambia ya fa ho hyesa be we free money I will betimi edi ticket ne ba ko 5 cedis nti as many as you can doc ma yenhwe asem na re ho so ye den also analyze na ebiebi niema bi so na ebie yeni nso e wo niema bi ho sede woni a witness abra omko search no nra miminya kwanya ne the Ashanti regional minister edi nkomo and More commentaries about ade no the akoso the esi no to say ye no recklessly na ya nya botre.
You were talking about a DNA test. You want to specify as a medical doctor.
Yeah. I am nya botre. To say nipa bi kasa na nipa na edu omagu bottom at that moment ekwan omo fa so kra kokko through bush ho. Ekwan minister no fa so organize nipa e kan no ho. Mo nante 1 hour 30 minutes into the bush car anko ho moto ntimi nko ekopie ho na omuko pie ma omuko pie so de omode omani eko ne nwura nkra wuram sa aboa bi wom set sen en de omuko hu ye afei omo se nya de a sebe akwabra ne kra betimi asom si ye pegya bibi wo so omo tuhu ko wuram epe bibi a Sabre no ambulance kra on mo free baba ka kurunum 1 hour 30 minutes away. Into until say omo kra no ebe hwe se nearby villages no ombenya bibi nti village no den e ho e boto na obenya e de e gada kakra nsa na omo eba be du kurunum no your friend say we your friend say ambulance for no e de body bags ni ade aba omo transfer gu. But when no be atena baby no aka asem no emse kasa no doso men pacho nipa sika onyaye no aba homa no. Hello. Yes sir, otimenka
metonka.
All right, unya saying
ba ma check here.
Hey, sikana ba phone so check here.
I'm in check here.
Boso mi here.
A call has been put on.
Abanti nani mre papa doc ma yenwura mu na fe yenhwe sana mo ntwe empanimfo tu no those families no twen se omo nsa beka se be o made hie na bi a okon person fa so okra ne de menya sure se be kro mo nyina abom e bi e be national ceremony bi na after that no empanimfo adane individual bodies ne de ama various families no
odi kai ema sebe ajamwa afuto say the commentaries about how you carry yenuanom body no na yetu ajamwa so for yetu momoni so for say in such a sensitive situation or case no personally I don't believe say they should have allowed cameras knowing your nature and our culture and it's part of the last respect.
My member mu kakra o per me conversation me minister ne ye no he told me say at that time na mo kodru omoko ene mo kodru ho ni nyina they told them say ma obia entwa bibia but as omo ekonu say a village ene mo asre nipa aka omo ho because nipa ne nim busho omo anu adika akọ aba no. It as Omakona Omoba Omo afe nanka Omoba.
I'm not even referring to the minister.
No, me check the buy ya sa videos no. Omo free one Omoba Omo ananka Omo so afe no Omo e ba ni bi no. Ena e capture but Omo call ho nanka sa ne they didn't do it.
It's to the society in general.
Yes.
So
it wasn't something Omo
I'm not even speaking I mean directly to the RESEC. I'm talking to the whole
Ghana society.
We are becoming too fond of social media and sometimes we use it in a bad way. That this is people's last respect. And sometimes we corner a year AC.
And ni parograno or say kasa wachi. Ni pa na wo twa ni nyina wo say kasa wachi.
Funerals and yadeda emu na ye twa ni videos but to social media and all that. I think society we need to depart from those things. But coming back to your question, for DNA to come in, now it clearly shows that near yeti ene kakra hu ye no e no kre, in the sense that say bibi sasi ye no na anyone involved or she yepo na the person lying there, you can even use nemore to identify the person and any part by any relative, then it would have solved it. DNA is coming in because say the amuno eguha yɛntimi nkyerɛ ɛsɛ asomase ni anaa ɔbɛntin ni na confirming what has happened say sɛbi yaw mu no the bodies got bent ɛhye kodwo to a sɛbi sɛ yahu aboa da hɔ na wahye na enipa no so da hɔ na wahye you can't even tell which is human and which is the other. That is the point that you drew. So to make a determination say we a person A and a way a person B no not just a science ebem nti yenuanom are unfortunately lose our lives war personal belongings, personal things, your toothbrush, even what I think I would know trim and I'll brush, I'll brush it with anything. A war a personal to you no, a bit to me you see. Na ebia o brush with here a nwi bi kakra sebi ebe ka ewo afen no so no na yafa say we brush pour out the choosing ewo hwa ebe to me afa because once I would choose ni nyina no it leaves some digital footprint on your brush. See ebe to me afa say me phone me phone you grandpa my fingerprint is all over my phone, so you can even use anything that has any part of your body direct contact. Your cells are transferred onto to use parts of the remains. No,
so that's the best way of getting her name identified.
Let's see, person A, near a free fee, any any DNA. Now that compare sebi body na ashena yunhuno. You pay part of it. I be to me analyze it. Then we compare both results. Say match here, then science will not lie. Na ya can say we and a we ni. As a change, you say I'm sending it no. And it shows that bodies no. Unfortunately, Sheyama yen to me identify sa suma sini and now bentini. That say you see science. Okay, maniba. The only difficulty I have is that Nuguchi. Ya and I per confirmatory and I say straight away and I call South Africa because these are occasions even though it's unfortunate we show that our state institutions are also capable. Say COVID now you the genetic base sequence of COVID Nuguchi and so a test Emma was confirmatory say ampa near if you are manoni eba say COVID the DNA characteristic and you find a genomic sequencing no any no. Noguchi was able to do same. And could Noguchi have performed that DNA test, which I believe Noguchi had the capabilities. Say for confirmatory, then we go, but straight away to send it overseas. I don't know how it portends for a state institution like Noguchi, but of course we are mourning. We don't have to go into such details. But now, the little explanation a bit to me, man.
All right. Fred.
Well,
you're just about 2 minutes, Binaja.
Yeah, the tennis, Unipewa, Udisha, now we are confident, Papa, will maybe a sinner. It gives you some relief. As I make a memory, up as I didn't share family. Now, me won't tell me.
Drew maybe crowd state of denial.
Denial say I'm pan and yampa. But ko jina sa meti wana ko jina na example pe na FM we then you are able to psych yourself up and believe okay it's a reality. And see, it is important say ebusafo nyina benya omode hye na makosie the way esefata. What you also don't want to happen is abakofo bi di hye ko mo bi. Say na de hye no. And so what government intends to do is say we want to be sure say coffee na de coffee we mo no and pie free we mo consider me they are very genuine concerns that I'm sure in future we can have conversation around them say kwa be be fast as for mind people so you do no you bet me answer nyama without necessarily having to travel outside to do it. One other issue already I think is worth noting is your phone since anyame na say but no accident crazy
depending
hiyamboa no video jina nche na ehia na say utwa video I should be the first content. To put it out. I should be the first on my one
and misinterpretation of information near there
because
AI helicopter.
Yeah, sorry.
And people are buying into it.
We need to be very sensitive to, microphone additional game. Because say bisa say ya wo papa o mama o nua o kru ena ohun that state akuma be yode what is here because na kan nyine ebusafo do na omo ofie all they rely on social media and on television and the information be na be kiti omo first the best Ghana fo nyina the best bebre the way I kono I abroso bibi ba yentu ya boase una the two dwa first and here then una o twa picture na first enti na here then and no interest wo ye na o dwen amount for sensitivity so the krakra no yakwa na because of my ye na making anyasi ewie there's nothing we can do na ye nyina so jintum say ye nyina kwentu bi and dayenim ye peo da bi beba yeso ye be kobi adana ebe ba no so na ye ni ekwa na ebe fa so na ye ni ena ye nuanum na adikai busuafo mamunsi endi ya obebre monka se wa be so opepa na de be ka se enya afia odetina wi ase ena chere adwuma obeye o when we are writing the history of the NDC and of Ghana, these gallant citizens of the land will be remembered and be mentioned.
Information said at 10 o'clock.
30 seconds.
Acting Chief Justice in a Supreme Court Justice is number call now. So Akwako Leo Morif Jubilee House.
30 seconds. Yeah, we are in the period of mourning. Now, Sebi, for the past 2 weeks in particular, no. No, na share your hunde once again. The legendary Daddy Lumba. Mourning New Year. I think just a day after, announcing a 1 week celebration. Date by Anna. We used to be boom. We are still in the state of mourning Daddy Lumba. And very unfortunately, near Johnson cry, said, you know, Ketwa, said 16 of them. Is it Bogu, right?
Yeah. Accident in see just but
yes, you know 16. Sebi. In a day, 16 young children, plus a couple of accidents. So yatete over the period, the Konongo stretch of the road.
My yenda was na enkomodi bebre was here. We need to rise up and pray.
Yeah, boy.
All right. Honorable Fred Agbonyo and Afi Dr. Ezekiel now to say anope omo any edin ko mefem na say ampo je ye de bedwe on behalf of production team ni nyina no na me Adom a e be san ehia da for Joda